Yeah, they train dogs to kill. Yeah. If there's a dog that won't kill, they kill it. And then, that's a man. We got to kill it. They'll teach him to be man. And you know who they talked? They talked the dog into killing the man, and then they turn them all into dogs, and then they all talk. I love to hear that. Who could fucking love to hear that motherfucker talk? Okay. Listen to Louis Farrakhan talk is like being slowly tortured for 59 years because you're beautiful. Okay? Fuck that shit. I hate to see that motherfucking trifling ass motherfucker's face. I don't even like to see him. I don't even like to look at him. That's how much I dislike Louis X Farrakhan. I can't stand that Judas Priest sorry ass little motherfucker. Okay, I completely adore Malcolm. Okay, Malik. I love Malcolm so much. I see Malcolm, they show me a thing when he's speaking, even when he was angry and mad and he was manipulated by those two fucking pornographers, he still had passion to protect people from abuse and keep people safe from abuse. I just love him. Okay, he didn't talk about abusing people, he talked about protecting people from abuse. Okay. And then you got old Lewis, trifling ass, Uncle Tom ass, fucking Negro, sorry ass, but And he even says himself, he was the one who talked those 5 little trifling, get your hand out of my pockets ass little fucking pimp ass niggas from shooting Malik in Harlem. Okay. And the fact that the black people don't get together and say, well, you gonna listen to that motherfucker? That motherfucker killed Malcolm. So we get a dog to turn us all into dogs. It's like I used to explain to all the black and Mexican kids in lockup. You don't think that the CIA infiltrates and have you all stupid ass motherfuckers walking around with your pants hanging around close to your ankles and your hats with your tag still on it and shooting guns like this, so it's easier for the cops to kill your dumb nigga ass? Like what? Yeah, they train you. They train you to be stupid fucking criminals so you can fit the stereotype of their jobs and their careers. They do the same thing with rappers. Okay? Act a fool, not go to school. You don't even need to go to school. All you have to do is realize, okay, I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do that. What are you going to do? I'm going to be a good person and be the best person I can possibly be. Okay? I'm not going to try to be a criminal to feed their criminal industries. Okay? Go to school. You don't have to go to school. You just got to try to find a way to get with people that can get out of there and self-sustain. It's hard to do. Yeah, and nothing's impossible if you get enough good people together to do the right thing. All right. And so you just got to try. You try to be good or die trying. I've been doing it for 59 years. So your motherfucking ass can do it now for, if you're 18, 19 years old. But don't ever fucking listen to trifle ass niggas that sit there and say, oh, Louis Farrakhan? Louis Farrakhan is like listening to the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, okay? And nobody likes listening to that stupid ass motherfucker talk. Louis Farrakhan is like reading Turner's Bible, okay? That's why I always joke about my ex-wife and her kids, because in lockup, the kids used to sit there and say, Dad, those kids came out of Mars. I was like, yeah. They go, but your kids make white people look dark. It's like, I know. My wife's children are Louis Farrakhan's recessive nightmare and Adolf Hitler's recessive dream. Woohoo! So it's like, yeah, hey, man, what can I say? It happened like that. You have recessive and you have dominant. The dominant is because more people live near the equator. Recessive is because less people live far away from the equator. Because near the equator, it's not as harsh of a reality to live in. Okay. Some people will go recessive because they'll just try to be kind and loving and get away from all the violent people. Okay. That's what happens with recessive and dominant. Dominant, I will fight like hell for what I want. Recessive, I don't want to fight you. Okay. That's why the Messiah during the apocalypse is recessive and not dominant. But I can kick your ass so fucking hard, you won't know what fucking hit your big dick ass, sorry ass, long dick motherfucking self. Okay? You sexually abuse women because you think it's your God-given right, I'll knock the fuck out of you. I've already been doing it for 59 years. Had a bunch of pervert recessive scientists watching everything I do saying, he's doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. There's a reason why my life stories in the Bible and the Quran, in the Book of Mormon and the Abrahamic Bible are not yours. And the Torah. They also talk about me in the Torah. You know the one they call the Messiah? Yeah, the Torah. Okay. I don't listen to Benjamin Netanyahu. He's a murdering package. Benjamin Netanyahu is Louis Farrakhan's business partner. Okay? Get a bunch of ignorant motherfuckers together that are violent, sexual, and tribaler, and a bunch of fucking professional wrestling fans and UFC fans. Oh, I love that motherfucker. I love beating the shit out of other people for other people's entertainment. I'm an ignorant motherfucker who acts like a goddamn orangutan. I'm a honor to the simian race. Y'all planet ape motherfuckers. Okay. Do not like you. Okay. It's hard to believe that people still in the 21st century can sit and listen to that man and not go, this is bullshit. Okay. I expect it of hillbillies. I don't expect it of black folks that have been oppressed for 200 years to listen to that crap and accept it as reality. Well, the only thing that can save us is living the Lord's Prayer and living the wisdom of Solomon. And that motherfucker is a trifling ass fucking Uncle Tom talk niggas into getting killed over money Negro. Okay? He is Turner's Bible in blackface with his hair slicked back. He is an ugly little motherfucker. I do not like him. Okay? I don't like David Duke, and I don't like Louis Farrakhan. Okay? I don't like the Grand Wizard from the KKK, and I don't like Louis Farrakhan. I don't like Zionist, and I don't like Louis Farrakhan. Don't show me that trifling-ass little Judas ever again. Can't stand him. I love Malcolm. I love Malik, man. I spent a whole semester while I took Islamic studies at ASU. Every time I'd come home with my book and do my studies, he would talk to me in prayer and meditation. And we'd sit and talk about the problems for black people and what they were going through, about the hell my son was going to go through because his mom already went through it because she was light-skinned with hazel eyes, and she was an uppity nigger, and that uppity nigger, she thinks she all that. And I'm like, I understand. That's who gave me the best information about my first wife and why she was so hard to deal with was Malcolm X and prayer. Yeah, a man on the Hodge talking to the 13th, 22nd Redeemer in prayer because he was concerned about his people. And I married, quote, one of his people. And she was a mean homosexual that used the state to abuse me and Patrick and have us living in the ghetto because she was an abused black homosexual. The most put on, abused minority in the whole United States. Being abused by a white man that she married that took advantage of the system, that took advantage of her, which was the exact opposite. It was, both wives did that to me. Both wives were brown and told the system, he's this bad, evil, abusive white man, and I'm this victim. And I remember my second wife, I was like, holy cow, when she was dating all those murderers and having sex with all those trained murderers at Fort Huachuca. And I was like, this is creepy. I don't want them around the kids. I thought to myself, is she talking to these guys? And because she would, my daughter would listen to her talk to them on the Skype cameras and shit. And Natalie used to tell me about it. I was like, I don't want to know, Natalie. Then she told me, and then I get nervous thinking, how the hell, if these guys get together and they're like Proud Boys and military thing, they could end up coming in, do a commando thing on my house, kill me and all my kids, take off with my wife, and make it look like an accident. This is a very horrible place to live. John Wick's full of shit, man. I was like, God dang. And then when I made videos for Mahmoud Ahmadinejad and Osama bin Laden to find out what the deal was in their country and why these people were being mass murdered because of tribalism and false religious pretenses, and I wanted to see if it was real or not real or whatever. Because you have to put it out there, see what happens. Then I was an enemy of the state, and I used to be monitored and followed home by special ops guys. Boy, they're hot too. Oh my gosh, they got black jeeps and they got muscles everywhere, and they're so sexy, and they look like they're just as sexy as all the Jason Bournes and stuff. Oh my gosh, they jog by you and they're all sexy, and they don't even scare your dog because they know how to control their pheromones so where they don't get scare people, so they can just walk right up and kill you and run off and nobody sees it coming. You just stand there and walk 5 steps and then die. Like on a Charlie Chan movie. Boy, they're sexy. They got muscles on muscles, and they're so flexible, can do yoga and, in their closet, and oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. Yeah, they are. And it's funny because they freaked me out, had me all nervous because, those guys would jog by me in Sierra Vista. My dog wouldn't even move. Like, that motherfucker could kill me and you wouldn't even do anything. And then you'd go by a young Mexican couple. Zeke gets within 5 feet of him, and the pheromones from the young Mexican guy. Zeke's all, rah, 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 and the guy's all, hey, get your dog. It's like, hey, it's you. No, seriously, there's a trained killer that's got muscles all over his body jogging by me. The dog doesn't even flinch. The guy could come up and stick a lethal dose in my neck, and Zeke would go, what just happened? That nice guy just killed you? No, he knows how to control his pheromones. Okay. You macho Mexicans need to learn to control your pheromones. What are you, a Proud Boy? You a Trump supporter? Need to learn to control your pheromones, man. How are you going to ever kill anybody and be a man for the government that's one of the top killers in the world if you can't control your fucking pheromones, asshole? You scared of a javelin outside your window? He did make me nervous. They sound like something from a movie. Like Predator. And they get right outside your window and they start eating stuff, and you're like, what the fuck is that? It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I lay there and I go, it's a javelina. Every time I jump up and get a javelina, they go boom, bouncing across the yard. I'm like, okay. So I'll probably just leave it alone. Don't want to disturb it. I mean, it's eating, Found something good to eat, He's a pig. You're a big pig. You want to be a big pig too? Yeah, I got 2 Pumbas in my yard. What'd they do at the moment? They probably ate him. Why? Because they wanted money and to vote for president, and like, share, and subscribe. It helps me more than you'll ever know. I need more money to fuck. I'll stand up for a Lord's Prayer. None of you are like Malcolm X. Nope. Nope. They killed Malcolm X back in the 60s. And you all still dead. Louis Farrakhan, my ass. Can't stand that trifling ass motherfucker. It has nothing to do with the color of skin. It has to do with no content of character. I would say anything to get people to kill over skin color for money. I'll say whatever I have to say. I am, and he'll do it. He does it by osmosis. All those motherfuckers in Sierra Vista, we can train people like we can program people like we program a video game. We can't get them to do anything they don't want to do. So you've been a trifling ass motherfucker for 10,000 years or more. And does that make you proud or happy?